Okay, so I'm just going to show you a quick, easy meal slash snack that is super wholesome, helps you get those beans in. We team them up with a whole grain, and most important of all, it's fast and easy because that's such a big deal. So I'm going to use canned black beans for this, and I do often make black beans um, in my Instant Pot and keep them in the fridge. But today I'm just going to use a can. So it's nice to have this option because there's no pre-work, and I can do it um, just at the drop of a hat. I can do it instantly in a moment. So I'm just rinsing that off. And I just like to set that on there to drain for a minute. And in the meantime, I've cooked up a little quinoa here. And so I actually measure the amount of quinoa versus quinoa and beans when I make this, because it just helps me to keep track. I love the Daily Dozen app. I use it as a guide. I'm not always 100% strict on that, but I find that if I am kind of sticking to the Daily Dozen app as a guide, it really, really helps keep me in line with where I want to be with my eating goals. So this is going to check off a whole grain and a bean serving. And so that's what we're doing here. So the quinoa, I cooked it a little bit earlier, and so it has cooled down. Or you could just do this while the quinoa is still hot, and you put the beans in with the hot quinoa, and it would heat the beans up. But this, since I didn't, I'm going to go ahead and microwave this. So come over here. Can't really. So I'll just give it a minute. And in the meantime, the last thing that I'm going to put in here is I just use this Thrive Summer Limeade powder. It doesn't have any sugar or anything in it. It really is just freeze-dried lime powder. And it's super flavorful, super handy for me. And I just sprinkle a little bit of that limeade powder on the black beans and the quinoa. And it adds some zip to it. This is a very well-worn, well-loved can. I use this a lot and it lasts a long time. So I just mix that in there and add some zip to it. And then that is it. And you think that that would be plain and not very good, but it is actually delish. And that other bowl is done, so I'll go over and put some limeade powder in that. And that is a quick, easy way to get a serving of beans and a really good whole grain in the quinoa. So hopefully add that to your list, and hopefully it'll help you with your goals as well. Hey, I just wanted to add that I also add pepper. I forgot about that. So I've already sprinkled a little bit of pepper on there. And you don't have to use the Thrive powder. You can also just use lime juice, either real lime squeezed or the lime juice in the bottle, or there are other dried lime powder options as well. So it's just it's a good flavor, and it actually makes them taste salty too, even though there's no salt in it. Lime has that effect. And so anyway, I just wanted to add that as well. You can also add other spices, any kind of seasoning that you might like. Cumin is good in here, little cumin, little chili powder, if you like those flavors, or other flavors besides. But it is nice to not have salt in it, and it really is. I've already been I made a bowl for myself and my husband. I've already been snacking on this one, and it's just really, really good.